Ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, welcome to The Week with me, Comrade Fatso, where we tear apart the week's news faster than it takes the Zimbabwe cricket team to fall apart against India. It's been a crazy week. We've had ZIFA becoming NAFAZ, Trump and Clinton have become the presumptive presidential nominees in the US. But first, Bob and the war vets. The war vets recently held a meeting where they declared that Vice President Emmerson Mnangagwa was the rightful successor to Bob. Bob replied to this that the war vets were my dissidents and that he would crush them. To which the war vet said, Bob replied, fa-fa-fa-fa-fua, fa-fa-fa-fa-fua. To which the war vet said, Bob came back with a The war vets then replied with and Bob came in with a, this is not a talky vibe song, comrades. That's the thing. Factionalism in ZANU-PF has gotten out of hand. And I'm not talking about the violence, I'm talking about the names. I mean, the names of factions are not what they used to be. On the one hand, you've got G40, and on the other, you've got Team Lacoste. I mean, these are names that sound like they come straight out of New York Fashion Week or 50 Cent's Entourage. Like Mnangagwa is the notorious B.I.G. and then Grace is the Tupac. Gone are the old agricultural style names of factions like Gamatoks and Weevils. Kumazoe Alpha. Hello to the more gangster factions that are more inspired by Kanye West and Drake, because ZANU-PF is definitely going for the youth vote in 2018. And we're kind of like, comrades, maybe you can just fix the country or something. In international news, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton have become the presumptive presidential nominees in the US. In Zimbabwe, we're like, what do you mean presidential primaries? We conducted ours here in Zimbabwe back in Chimoyo in '79. The guy is still in power. Back then, it was called a pick and pay because we picked then and we are still paying today. But comrades, the US is more democratic than us because they've got these guys called superdelegates who are like the supreme leaders of the party who've got even more power than the average voter. You see? Going on the democracy. If Donald Trump wins the presidential election, he'll boost tourism as he will build the Great Wall of America, which will rival the Great Wall of China. It will be built with Chinese bricks, Puerto Rican labor, contractors from Nigeria who are really from Zimbabwe, all to keep out the dirty Mexican rapists. That's how we will make America great again, I think. In sports news, Philip Chiangwa showed why he was elected as head of ZIFA because he knows how to clear their massive debt. How did he do that? He just changed their name. So ZIFA became NAFAZ. So for all comrades out there who are wanting to run away from debts, just change your name. I did that. My name used to be Comrade Fatso. I am now called Trimo Chikwerete. Others are doing it too. Bankrupt parastatal Zesa is now known as Lighting Up Tomorrow. Who Needs Maggots Today, Private Limited. The wishy-washy NRZ has now been transformed into the railroad to success. Derailed is not denied. And Zimra has become cars for the people as long as you are senior management.
You work and you get paid. You work and you work, but you're dying. I said you work and you work and you get paid.
To get involved in making your country a better place, go along today to the RBZ for a citizens meeting called by #ThisFlagCitizensMovement. There'll be a meeting with Reserve Bank Governor Mangudjka where citizens will be airing why they are against bond notes. If you've had enough of corruption and power cuts, then sign the #ThisFlag petition demanding answers to what happened with the $5 million awarding of the ZIFA tender. Thank you for joining us on The Week. Follow us on Magamba TV and join our poll on social media about mayors getting booted out all over the country. Is it good or is it bad? I've been Comrade Fatso. This has been The Week. You have been the people. Thank you and Futsak!